Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and once again the Stanley Cup playoffs for Montreal Canadiens franchise mode in NHL 20. We had an incredible year, 51-19-12. We didn't even have 20 regulation losses total, 51 wins. We won the President's Trophy. Gonna go over the stats and the standings as well. So as you guys can see here, 114 points. We're actually 8 points ahead of number 2 and number 3 to win the President's Trophy. We actually had 319 goals for, leading the league. We had multiple games where we scored 6, 7, 8, even 10 goals. Leon Draisaitl had a 6-goal game. Trevor Wong had an 8-point game. 250 goal scorers in Caulfield and Draisaitl. 300 point scorers. Caulfield won the Rocket Richard Trophy. 43-18, 7-1 for Samsonov. So overall, one of the best regular seasons, if not the best regular season we've had in this franchise mode so far. So we're facing off against the Detroit Red Wings for the second year in a row. Last year we did beat them in 7. Eventually losing to the Ottawa Senators, who won the Stanley Cup. So taking a look at their lines, not bad. They have Zadina, Veleno, Martins, 90 overall. At 20 years old, 5th overall in 2023. McKinley, 85 overall. He was 6th overall in 2024. Donato and then Antonio Stranges. Nick Bustave, Novoselicev, Manta. He was good in the playoffs against us last year. Binder, Robida, and Rasmussen. Defense, Murray, Dmitriev, Barry, Clefbaum, Mata, and Hronik. And in goal, they've got Robin Leonard, 84. He was an 85 last year. They have a decent team, although I think on paper, ours is better. We'll see what happens with the simulation, as you guys can see here. Draisaitl, Wong, and Caulfield. Kotkaniemi, Unela, and Wright. Domi, Drouin, Puyarvi, Daniel, Maron, and Gallagher, who is our captain. Defense at Byron, Soderstrom, Churchill, Bouchard, Anderson, Mardiamaki. And in goal, Marcus Samsonov up to an 88 overall, elite goaltender at 24. I'm really hoping he can go up to 90. That would be sick to have a 90 overall goaltender. So without further ado, let's jump into the Stanley Cup playoffs here in 2026. We'll have home ice advantage throughout the entire playoffs, winning the President's Trophy. Let's start off on the right note. 3-1 after 1. Donato gets one for them, but Kotkaniemi, Unela, and the German superstar Leon Draisaitl. KK scoring from right inside the crease. Period number 2. Let's see if we can keep it going 3-1. All right. Let's hopefully keep it up in the third. And we do. Look at that. Unela, Draisaitl, and Kotkaniemi have 2 goals each. And we beat the Red Wings 6-1 in convincing fashion in game number 1. Let's keep it going here for game number 2. Hopefully this is the year. It's year number 7 of the franchise mode. And we haven't had one Stanley Cup. We did have a Calder Cup championship. I'm looking to go all the way this year. I think our team is stacked enough to go all the way. Period number 1 in game number 2. And it is Shane Wright on the power play. Definitely the right choice in that draft that we got. In period number 2, it is 3-1. Draisaitl and our captain, Brendan Gallagher, the favorite hab of a lot of people in real life. Rasmussen gets one for them. Whoa, what was that? All right, period number 3, 4-3. They come within 1, Barry and Martins, but Drouin gets the game-winning goal with 8:50 to go. And the Montreal Canadiens have a 2-0 series lead against the Detroit Red Wings in round number 1. I'm not getting too excited. You never know what could happen in this simulation. We blew some 3-0 and 3-1 series lead before, so I'm not going to get excited until we end the series. Starting it off at the Little Caesars Arena, game number 3, 2-0. There you go, Martins and Barry. Detroit shows up on home ice in game number 3, 4-1. Clefbaum and Rasmussen. Axel Anderson gets a playoff goal. Let's see if we can come back in the third. We cannot. Cole Caulfield. But that's what I mean. I mean, regardless of how good you're playing, you never know with this simulation. Gotta definitely take it one game at a time. Gonna take a quick look before we move forward for the AHL team, Nevada Rockets. See how well they did. They're actually in the playoffs against the Toronto Marlies in round number 1. Going to take a quick look at their season. So 96 points. They actually won the division, and they were actually all the way 7th in the league with 96 points there. It looks like some of the teams actually haven't even finished their season. That's weird. How some teams have 68 games, the others have 76. All right, I must be missing something, but that's a bit weird. Looking at the games played and the points for these guys, 61 for Walmart, 36 goals for Jacob for Carlson. And taking a quick look at goaltending there, we had Reed Bitts, who we signed. I believe it was him that we signed in free agency. 27, 15, and 4, not bad at all. Hopefully they can get a win in round number 1 against the Toronto Marlies. Here we are back in the NHL. Now, Kotkaniemi has 8 points in 3 games, off to a hot start. Hopefully, the Finnish kid can keep it going. Period number 1 in game number 4. Martins and Anderson score 1-1 after 1. 3-2. We're shooting them 38-21. Draisaitl, Danault, and Stranges gets one for them. Looking for a 3-1 series lead here in game number 4. 39-40 shots in the third. We kill off a power play. That's huge. I was shooting them almost by twice as much. I would love to get an insurance goal because this is way too close for comfort. There it is, Marco Junila. And we beat the Red Wings 4-3. They actually come within 1. 49 shots in regulation. Wow. Got a 3-1 series lead. Let's just finish it off in Montreal here in game number 5. I really don't want to go back to Detroit. I don't want to blow another series lead. We had a few of those in the franchise mode, and I don't want to go back to that. Let's finish it right now. Period number 1. Anthony Manta scores on Samsonov. After 2, it is 1-0 for them. All right, we're shooting them by twice as much almost. 29-16. Come on, boys. Let's get at least one past Robin Leonard. What is going on? We kill off a power play, and there it is. Leon Draisaitl ties it on the power play. We're nearing 40 shots once again, and Philippe Danault gets a huge goal for the Montreal Canadiens, putting us up 2-1. 2 minutes to go, and 3-1 Draisaitl on Leonard, and that is all she wrote. We beat the Red Wings in 5 games in round number 1. All right, so after one round, Kotkaniemi's 11 points in 5 games, over 2 points per game average so far. Looks like there's only a few series left to do. All right, round is complete. So Chicago, Vegas, Vancouver, Anaheim, and in the East, we're facing the Boston Bruins, our rival, the Boston Bruins, and in Philly has Buffalo. So let's take a look at Boston. This is going to be a very important playoff series, obviously. Oh my goodness, Kurt Kalanos is 94 overall. At 20 years old, that was a medium franchise they got a couple years ago. I remember him in 2023. Wow, 94 overall. I mean, we have Draisaitl, who's a 95. So, looking at the Boston team, and it's not good, all right? Palmieri, Cousins, and Pasta really, and Bergeron on the third line, 79. Only a few real-life Bruins are left. Marchand is not there. Seneca, Kapanen, Patan, Coyle, Bergeron, Shaw, Donskoy, Jankowski, Brassard. I mean, Pasta's at 93, Cousins 86, but after that, it's all 84 and under. Defense, Krug is very good, Ulevi 83, and after that, 80, 80, 79, 79. In goal, they have 83 Mackenzie Blackwood, 71 backing him up. So if we can get to Blackwood early, potentially force a goaltending change. I mean, they had 49 wins this year, so we can't take them lightly. But we know that on paper, our team is much better, but we know it's a simulation that decides. So let's start it off on a right note against the Boston Bruins in Montreal after 1-0-0. Okay, no goals yet. Let's take the league in a second. No! Goaltending duel between Blackwood and Samsonov. We get a power play. We cannot score on it. Only 12 minutes left in the third, and it's still 0-0. Wow. Both goaltenders just standing on their head. Who's going to get the first goal? Is it us on the power play? It is. Yes, Betty. Kotkaniemi gets a goal, and then Jankowski answers. He scores within a minute. And Bergeron is 79 overall in the third line. Oh my goodness, come on guys, we can't be losing against Boston. Wow. All right, well, we got to make up for that and win in game number 2. It looks like the Marlies, looks like the Laval Rocket are off to round number 2, so that's fantastic. All right, boys, we need the big first period to bounce back, and we get one. All right, Cole Caulfield and Mackenzie Blackwood. Period number 2, it is still 1-0. Wow, not a lot of goals. It's really a defensive series, but Leon Draisaitl, he gets a goal. Big 95 overall Draisaitl. And hopefully that is all it's going to take. Donskoy gets 1. So the Bruins are coming back here. 2-1 in the third with 7 minutes left. Come on, stay strong, Samsonov. And no, Nick Patan scores with 2 minutes left. You gotta be joking. This game is going into overtime. Slow sim the overtime here. And oh no, they have a power play. Let's kill it off. Every time we kill off a power play in overtime, we win in this franchise mode so far. Is the trend going to continue today? No goals so far. 42-40 the shots, and there it is. The trend continues. We kill off an OT power play, and then we score. Shane Wright with the overtime winner at the Bell Center. 3-2. We tie up the series going back to Boston. That was a huge goal from Shane Wright. Both of our teams are 5-2 after 1. 4-0. Let's go. Draisaitl, Domi, Gallagher, and Wright. 4 goals, 3 on the power play. Boston is indisciplined for sure. Period number 2. Let's keep it going. 5-2. There you go. We chase Blackwood out of the game. They get 2, but Gallagher gets 1 on Lennox. 71 overall in net, boys. Let's keep the goals coming. 7-4. There you go. Churchrin and Kotkaniemi. That was a huge win in game number 3. 7-4. Let's see if they start Blackwood for game number 4 here. Or if they go back to their backup. We'll see. I'd be surprised if they go to a 71 overall. I'm sure they'll put Blackwood in the net once again. Let's find out after 1, 0-0. And after 2, 2-1. So they go to Blackwood again. Caulfield, Kotkaniemi, Carson Lambos, Atlantic Navigators, franchise mode legend Carson Lambos. He was one of my best defensemen in that franchise mode. 33-19 the shots, 35 shots, and Torrey Krug gets a goal. And Stanika gets a goal. Come on, boys. We are shooting them by 10 more. We can't let this go. Come on, 3-2. We only have 3 minutes left to tie it up. Can we get a goal at the last second? We cannot. The Boston Bruins tie the series. It's now a best out of 3 going back to Montreal. Wait, this may go 7. All of these games were 1-goal games apart from that 7-4 win we had. 3-1 Boston after 1. Krug, Passa, and Coyle. Caulfield gets 1 for us. Can we come back in the second? We cannot. Hopefully a big comeback in the third. Wow, they actually chased Samsonov out of the game. They have a 3-2 series lead going back to Boston. I think I'm going to have to make a few changes here because this is incredible. Vegas swept Chicago. Wow. I mean, honestly, apart from Pasta, they didn't have much on offense. So look at us. Our team is absolutely stacked. I'm actually going to move. I would like to move Shane Wright on the first line, but it would get rid of that +3 chemistry. Don't really want to do that. I mean, there's not a lot I can do. Honestly, I just got to trust that the team can come back here and force a game 7 in Montreal. We got to fight. We got to fight. Let's go. Game number 6 in Boston. It's on enemy territory. This is a tough place to play in. Period number 1. 0-0 once again. We need a big second period. It's 1-1. Unilat Stanika. Come on, boys. Our backs are against the wall. Facing elimination. And we're staying alive for now. Leon Draisaitl gets a goal on Blackwood. Come on, boys. Let's get the next goal, please. Only 10 minutes to go. 1 goal is not enough against the Bruins. They're very feisty. They always come back. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1. And we actually get the win. 2-1. Barely holding on. And we force a Game 7 at the Bell Center in Montreal on May 3rd. Oh my goodness. Both of our teams are 7-4. Here we go. We win and we move on to the conference final. We lose and we're going home. 2-0 after 1. Come on, boys. Krug and Shaw. Can we tie it up? We can. Yes, Domi and Caulfield tie it up in the second. We're heading into the third. We have a power play. We cannot score. 30-21 the shots. We're shooting them by 10 more. Come on, let's kill off that power play, please. A big kill. Momentum back on our side. Now only 9 minutes to go. And Charlie Coyle gets the goal. We need a miracle, guys. 5 minutes to go. Can we get one to tie it? Come on. No, that is unbelievable. Oh my God. The Boston Bruins knock us out in round number 2. That doesn't make any sense, guys. Honestly, I'm pretty discouraged. I don't know what else I can do with this team. Look at the stacked team we have. We have multiple. We have 590 overalls in our top 6. 590 overalls. All of our defensemen are top 4 are mid to high 80s. And we have an 88 goaltender net. And then I'm going to go back to the Boston team right now. I mean, I know sometimes it's simulation. You just roll of the dice. I mean, look at that. They have 70s and low 80s everywhere. We have 590 plus overalls. And our 88 goaltender loses to an 83. I mean, nothing else I could do, guys, unfortunately. I mean, it's just that's the bad luck of the simulation. That's very frustrating to lose against a rival, the Boston Bruins, after our team was clearly much, much better than theirs. They just found a way to win, I guess, 3-2 in game number 7. Hopefully the Laval Rocket can win another Calder Cup. That would be pretty cool. So I have to wait and see. No, the Philadelphia Flyers win the Stanley Cup and the Iowa Wild win the Calder Cup. So there you go. We don't have any championship once again. That's very discouraging. But let's look at the draft lottery. And the Nashville Predators go from 12-1. And Columbus goes from 1-4. So Nashville, Minnesota, Winnipeg, Columbus, and the Islanders. Wow. It's a pretty crazy draft lottery there. Now I'm going to take a look at the retired players here. And Sidney Crosby calls it a career with 1,822 points. 712 goals. What a career. Malkin calls it quits as well. 38-20 and 39. Kessel, Bergeron there. Kopitar, Backstrom. A lot of big names have retired. Marchand retires with the Florida Panthers. Wheeler there. Kutia, Pavelski, Oshie. Wow, a lot of big names. PK Subban. The NHL is going to be much different after this year for sure. Taking a look at goaltenders, see if Carey Price retired. He did 477 wins. He actually finished with 2 wins more than Tuukka Rask. 60 shutouts there, 950 save percentage, the same as Rask. Almost identical stats between Price and Rask. 2 very good goaltenders, obviously. Bobrovsky, Varlamov, and David Dubnyk. That's a look at your retired goaltenders. Nick Backstrom is actually a coach for the Washington Capitals. All right, so I'm going to take a look at the draft class. The next episode is going to be the offseason. I'm not going to do it in this episode here. I'm going to take a look at the awards as well as the points in the playoff tree. So this guy, Brendan Wheels, scheduled to go number 1. He only had 22 points at 18 as a centerman. Then Pat McDonald there. Not a lot of points, always, honestly. 17 years old, NHL ready. This guy, Damon Stortini, a left winger, a big body, 6'3", 201 pounds, almost 100 points. Rodrigo Eschi, over 100 points at 17. Wow. Similar to Marcus Naslin. Then Murray Paredes, almost 100 points at 18. So some very good players right there. Then guaranteed top 6s. We have no late round guarantees and no franchise players. So may not be as deep as a draft as we've seen. But let's take a look at the playoff tree now to see what it looks like. Caulfield went up to a 92. That's fantastic. So the playoff tree, Philly beat the Ducks in 7. They beat the Bruins in 7. And then the Sabres and the Penguins. The Ducks beat the Knights in 7. They beat the Canucks in 6. And the Flames in 6. So look at the playoff tree. Now I'll be able to go through the awards. The Stanley Cup went to the Flyers. The President's Trophy, or second President's Trophy of the franchise mode. Now taking a look at individual awards. The Art Ross went to McKinnon as well as the Hart. Brandstrom won to James Norris. A Lady Bing to McKinnon. Calder go to Kuhlman. Carter Hart with a Conn Smythe. He must have played fantastic in net for Philadelphia. Vezina goes to Matt Murray, as well as the Jennings. Connor Timmins gets the Bill Masterton. Boucher of the Red Wings with the Jack Adams. Selke goes to Pierre-Luc Dubois. Ted Lindsay to McKinnon. And Rocky goes to Caulfield. So McKinnon with a lot of hardware. We end up with one award goes to Cole Caulfield. And now I'm going to take a look at the contracts as well. I'm going to take a look at the overalls of the players. So Drysdale went up to a 96. Caulfield 92. Kotkaniemi Wong went up to a 91. Wright 88. Unila 87. Byram 86. Wow, so some very good ratings there for sure. Taking a look now at goaltenders. I'm going to see what Samsonov's rating is. 86. See, he went down 2 overalls after those playoffs, which is a bit disappointing. Taking a look now at the points for the players before we end off the episode. So, Kotkaniemi, 17 points in 12 games. Draisaitl, 15 and 9 goals. Wright and Caulfield. I mean, the goals were not enough goal scoring. Is really what hurt us. It was a lot of 1-goal games. We just scored a bit more. It's frustrating that our big offense didn't show up as much as I would have wanted it to, but nothing you can do about that. Unfortunately, another heartbreaking loss in game number 7. So hopefully we can turn it around, have a good draft next year. Thank you for watching. It's going to do it for the episode. Until next time, have a great day.